All right, computer science students, let's talk about our CTSO projects. We're going to make projects um, that are useful, fun, interesting to you, however you want to frame that. I want something that you're interested in, that benefits you, that you have some buy-in on. CTSOs are career technology student organizations, so things like Skills USA, TSA, and they all have competitions or project demos where we can just send projects in and be recognized for how awesome we are. So we're going to work on that, and we're going to do one every 6 weeks, and it'll be good. Things you could do: you can make games, you can make little puzzler games, or you can make platforming games, or whatever you want to do. GUIs is graphical user interface. You could take an application that you made like in text-based and put it into something somebody could use in the workplace. So we've made things like a thing for people to make coffee, to order coffee. We've made a system to handle demerits for a dance team. We've made a system to do check-in and check-out, clock in and clock out from a workplace. Order, you could order drinks, and you could say, this is when we need more stock for these things. Lots of things we can do with GUIs. If you have somebody in the community that can use it, then it can count as service hours because you're serving with your program. You're providing a service for them. If you find somebody that would like to buy it from you, then I'm not going to call foul when you develop something in class for your school project and then you happen to sell it to someone. So, however you can find something, if you want to find something that is an application for other people and go for it, do that, then go for it. Simulations are, we would do experiments for things that would be unethical in the real world. So like simulating train crashes and how close to each other can we get, like time leavings or whatnot. We had a student that was into trains simulate how tight he could make a schedule before crashes ensued. I have had students engage in simulations on diseases. One did like pine beetles with trees, and they looked at like if the trees would die in a community if the pine beetles got out of control. So yeah, so that's simulations. I don't any of those fantastic. If you have other ideas, shoot them my way. They probably fall into one of those three categories. But the other way, I want you making cool stuff with your computer science knowledge, so you're a better programmer and you're more hireable when you leave. Details: you're gonna do at least one project per 6 weeks. You need groups of 1, 2, or 3. No more than 3, please. That gets be a little bit unwieldy. And then every 6 weeks is going to have 2 steps of development. We're going to call them phases. So every phase is a shippable product. So if you are making something for like 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks, and then it doesn't work out, you have nothing to show for it. So our goal is that every 2 to 3 weeks, you have a product that you could put on a computer and show off your skills to an employer, to a judge at a contest or something, whatever. That you could show off what you know every 2 to 3 weeks. You have a shippable product every 2 to 3 weeks. So every 6 weeks, we'll say it's 2 steps in development. So the first step every 6 weeks will be to complete a pitch. You're going to have it be contest ready, which means the grammar needs to be great, the length needs to be about a page, the language is appropriate for a judge or a employer, something that you're taking out of the classroom. This is not just putting text speak the way you would text your friends and putting on a paper. This is not just bulleted points. This is a written document. It says, this is what I'm planning to do. Here's where our ideas are. In that, you need to include an overview of your project, who your team members are, strengths, weaknesses, if that plays an effect for you guys. rationale for the project, why you're choosing to do this project, if anybody approached you about it, or if it's just your random idea, and then what each program step will look like. So this is the phases that we were talking about. So what each phase looks like, you need to be able to tell us. Like in phase 1, we're going to do X, Y, and Z, and in phase 2, we're going to do, I don't know, A, B, and C. Yeah, that's it. That'd be good. So I want to show you phases real quick. So I made a game, and here we'll just run it. So I made a game. We'll do 3x3. That's easy. Yikes, that's not easy. That goes there. Nope. There we go. So I made a game. It's like a little puzzler, and you try to move your pieces into the corners or around the corners to make a gradient. The basic game is just clicking on 2 squares and they trade spots. The other pieces, so that would be phase 1. Just I made a basic game, phase 1. The other parts of the game are things like I have these little white boxes to say that you couldn't click on them. Here, we'll print it again. This box right here to let you pick the size of your board. Right? So I have, so this white outline would be part of the second phase. Pretty much anything that makes it so that you are you're adding on to the product, right? But if I didn't have any of those pieces, it's still a shippable product. It's not great by any means, and even this right now means more work if I wanted to ever sell it or anything like that. But you know, for something a little tinker with game, it's fun. It's fine. And so, but what we're trying to do is we're trying to make it so that you have something to show off your skills with. That's the whole goal. So, okay. I hope that makes sense. And this is due on the 7th for the first 6 weeks. So yeah, like 5 days. And then I just want you tinkering around with something on your own. This is a 2-period block, and I'm ready for you guys to get some practice in. So if you have any questions, shoot me an email. I'd love to answer the questions. And y'all have a great weekend.